The credit for this tutorial idea goes to Ben Collins. Check out all of his great Sheets newsletters and courses at benlcollins.com. This tutorial will focus on using wildcards in formulas of conditional counts and sums with named ranges. To first learn about count if and sum if formulas, see these tutorials. To learn about named ranges, see this tutorial. To create a formula counting the number of stores that bought all types of a product, we'd have to know the individual cells in column B with the word all in them. But what if we had hundreds or thousands of rows to evaluate? Using category as a named range for column B, if we type the formula equals count if left parenthesis category comma quotation mark all quotation mark right parenthesis in cell E3, press enter, then our result would be 0, because no cell in column B, whose named range is category, has only the word all in it. So we'll have to use a wildcard. Click into cell F3, where we'll place a formula with a wildcard. Type the formula equals count if left parenthesis category comma quotation mark star all quotation mark right parenthesis into cell F3. The star or asterisk as a wildcard that matches 0 or more characters. That formula used the asterisk wildcard in front of the word or string all, which asks for the results to be the number of stores in the named range category, regardless of how many characters are in front of the word all. And that result is 4. Double-click into the cell with the wildcard in the formula, and the area the formula searched gets highlighted in the same color as the named range to which it is referring. In this example, the highlight color is orange. For the next example, the first digit of a store number is its region. So to create a formula that's the sum of any stores in a particular region, here we'll use region 2, we'd have to identify any stores whose numbers start with a 2. We'd have to manually identify the stores in cells A8 to A10. But what if there were hundreds of stores involved? If we want our result to be the sum of the income from the stores in region 2, cells A8 to A10, we want to take those amounts that appear in cells C8 to C10. Because we only have 3 cells to total, we could easily type the formula equals sum left parenthesis C8, comma C9, comma C10, right parenthesis into cell E6, and press enter. You can double-click into cell E6 to see the highlighted cells from column C used in the formula. Now, for our wildcard formula, I created the named range income to represent column C. And we'd get the income total of the region 2 stores. However, what if there were hundreds of incomes to total? Click into cell F6 to prepare to enter a formula using a wildcard. The formula should look for stores, column A, that have the string store2 ? Where the question mark wildcard matches exactly one character, and then sums their incomes. In cell F6, type the formula equals sum if left parenthesis store, comma quotation mark store2 ? Quotation mark comma income right parenthesis and press enter. Double-click into cell F6, and you'll see the 2 named ranges highlighted. Named range store as column A in orange, and named range income as column C in purple. The wildcard correctly identified only the matching cells and summed their income. As a third example, let's find the income from stores that bought all of the items within a product category. We know from earlier that we have 4 cells with all in them. So use them to type equals sum left parenthesis C3, comma C6, comma C7, comma C8, right parenthesis in cell E9. Though we get a correct answer, this sort of formula wouldn't be possible if we were dealing with thousands of numbers. We'll click cell F9 to place a formula there using named ranges in a wildcard. To get the sum of the named range, income, from column C that matches only the categories that end in all, type the formula equals sum if left parenthesis category, comma quotation mark star all quotation mark comma income right parenthesis in cell F9. Double-click into cell F9. The formula highlights the named range used, which was category in orange column B, and the named range income in purple column C, to total the income from the selected stores. If we had more than the 12 rows of information shown here, Using these wildcards in formulas would have been invaluable to sum or count the large amount of data. Count, ifs, sum, if, and sum, ifs, support 3 wildcard symbols: the star, asterisk, the question mark symbol, and also the tilde symbol, which is an escape character that lets you search for a star or question mark in a string instead of using them as wildcards. And thanks again to Ben Collins for his masterful knowledge of Google Sheets. That's it. You're done.